this murder. I'm your detective, Dani.
And I'm your crime scene criminal and witnesses, Bill. This is part 6 of The Tragedy in Transit.
In part 5, I caught Jack Wolfe out in 2 separate lies, one about his bus transport and the other about the last time he talked to Gregory.
Dani also discovered that the last Big Tree camp that these people attended was marred by the drama of Gregory and Samantha's breakup, but that there'd been drama at a lot of these camps before.
And finally, I learned that there's a lot more to Amanda than meets the eye, including some potential dabbling with drugs.
That's a whole different murder. Dabbling with drugs? That's a whole different one. All right, we're still in a hot recording booth with a mug of rapidly melting ice.
I have just swiveled my chair around to talk to Samantha instead. I have 2 things that I really want to talk to her about. One is she can probably give me so much more info about this breakup if she wants to. I don't want to push that. But the more, maybe less pertinent thing, but the thing that I really want to ask her about is Harmony. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to tap her on the shoulder and make it very clear that this is a conversation that needs to be had furtively.
Let me check my notes as to vaguely if I gave her a voice at all. I've written higher and vaguely fancy. Okay. Yes, about... So,
Look,
what are we whispering about?
I'm really embarrassed. I told Harmony that I'd read her books and was a big fan. I have no idea what they're about. Do you know?
Yes. All right. Lovely. Okay.
Please tell me just anything that I can use.
Harmony is lovely.
She seemed so
very
happy when I said I was a fan.
If you had read her books, I think she is definitely stranger than she seems on the surface.
Okay.
So, I've read the books.
Great.
And look, they are fun. They're nice. They're wonderful. I read a lot. They're pulpy. They come out quickly. They're fun. They're a bit...
Yeah, she said she'd written like 3 in a year or something.
Yes. I wouldn't call them young adult by any means, but they're the sort of books that adults who liked young adult continue to read.
Okay,
before
good.
they read something better, like Mrs. Dalloway, which I just finished.
You and
the other
Mrs.
day.
Dalloway.
Yeah, I've decided that Samantha read Mrs. Dalloway. Didn't like Ulysses.
Bill has
like
not
that.
read Mrs. Dalloway,
No.
but has a thing about it.
It's just a good go-to book. I will read it, I'm sure. It's on my list.
Okay, pulpy, like thrillers?
No. Just
Romances?
sometimes. Well, actually, thriller's not unreasonable for one of the more recent ones.
Great. Just, yes, synopsize as many as you can for me.
Well, look, the 2 big ones that she's done recently were Voices of Doubt.
Yes, that one I've heard of.
She also did A Tarnished Soul.
Ooh, okay.
It might be not the worst thing that not everybody here has read these books. In fact, I would imagine that no one else here has read these books, because I think some of these people are in these books.
Oh my god.
There is a definite Matt in Voices of Doubt and a definite Gregory in Tarnished Soul. Yes, I'm probably in there too, but I don't really have the self-awareness to notice.
Wait,
Oh, that's not true.
When did she write these?
Oh, she's been writing them for years. But these apparently were written quite recently.
Oh, okay, cool.
You might be able to find a copy. In fact, no, I can get you at least. Look, pass me your... Oh, do you have a phone?
Oh, no, can you just...
Look, hold on, I've got a Kindle somewhere. And she opens up her purse. But not a purse, like a tote. Just like a tote bag.
You can, like, Kindle gift
but it's really
them
fancy.
to me. That's probably a thing.
You know what? She probably takes a Kindle out of like probably a Birkin.
Uh-huh.
She's that kind of...
Yep.
She takes a Kindle from a Birkin. That's how rich she is.
She takes the Kindle from the Birkin.
She passes it to you, and she says, that has a copy of at least those 2 on there. You can keep it.
Oh, what?
To keep it. It's a Kindle. I've got everything like that on my iPad.
Wow, I do grant you, I have no idea how much a Kindle costs these days.
Oh, neither do I. Cheap.
That's amazing. That's so generous. If you ever change your mind, let me know.
If I change my mind, I'll buy another Kindle. It's all on my account anyway. It all syncs. It's fine.
All right, well, I won't use it to purchase anything else on your account.
Please.
No, what? That's insane.
It's
Okay.
a Kindle. It can only buy books. You can't use it to buy a boat
I'm sure there. Yeah, but I'm not going to buy a first folio on here.
Oh, it's a Kindle. The first digital folio. It'll be cheap. You can't get anything real on it. It's a Kindle.
Do you know how difficult it was for them to photocopy the first folio without killing it?
Quite.
Anyway.
Are you a book copier?
Look, I'll go. As soon as this dinner's over, when I go home, I'll start reading these tonight.
Oh, please.
But I don't know, can you give me any hints about what I'm in for? With the characters, is it so that makes it sound spicy. I heard that Harmony and Matt went a while without talking. Did she then get mad at him and then write about him? What happened?
Oh, funny, that's happened to Matt as well. I don't know. I think I remember that. That was a while ago.
Yeah, right.
So presumably before the book was written. Yeah.
Crazy, but she did it to you too? Was that what you meant by that?
Oh, there was a year apparently she had some issue. I didn't let that stand. I went straight to her. I didn't know what I was apologizing for. I just apologized generally.
Huh.
I think I said, just to clear the air, I asked forgiveness for all the things you blame me for, and that worked somehow. And but I didn't have any time for that.
Oh man. That's crazy. Do you want me to see if I can find out what she thinks?
Honestly, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, okay.
Well, okay, look. The Voices of Doubt, as I said, clearly has a Matt in there.
Mm.
In fact...
Is he the main character?
He's the main character.
Ooh.
So you'll get an idea of the tone. It's sort of like a period piece, but not in any real period, or she would have had to do more research. So he's sort of... It's about this dour bureaucrat of a man. And oh, look, I can just... Here, open it up. And she reaches across you. Because look, there's the blurb is a lovely summary, better than I can do.
Oh, okay.
It says, confusion reigns in the life of a dour bureaucrat, I told you, whose captain keeps allying himself with evil men. He's caught up in the scandal and must sacrifice his morals to prevail.
Oh my, interesting.
That's pretty much exactly what it was about.
Evil men?
Oh, I mean, it's hyperbole, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess.
Now, that's the Matt book. Look at A Tarnished Soul.
Okay.
So this is about a singer.
Uh-huh.
Who, not the protagonist. Singer is the antagonist. Protagonist this is where you'll get the sort of young adult vibe.
Uh-huh.
But for adults.
Right.
Young adult.
Yeah.
Protagonist is a sort of nondescript, everyman kind of woman. She's clumsy and has hazel eyes and all that sort of, the same sort of thing
Is
you always get.
hazel eyes a thing?
Oh, it's always a thing. And she has and a streak of one colour and hair of a different colour. And there's a singer who kills her husband.
Ah!
But no one believes her. And so the singer threatens to kill again, so the protagonist hunts him down and defeats him and kills that singer.
Oh my god.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's wild.
Yes.
What sort of a person does she think Gregory is?
Well, exactly. Obviously, killing notwithstanding, not a very Gregory thing to do. He has habits and phrases and little things that he says that are very Gregory.
Right. Man. And he hasn't read it?
He hasn't talked to me about it if he has.
Right. Oh, how funny. And there's a third one that you don't have?
Oh, there's many more.
Oh, right, sorry.
A bunch more. You can find them, I'm sure.
Hmm.
And again, look, I'm sure if we dig through that with intention, we'll find there's a Jack somewhere. We'll find there's a Matt somewhere. Or a Daniel somewhere. I'm probably in there. Which book has the most beautiful rich woman you've ever seen? Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, how interesting.
I'm probably a troll or something. Oh, I picture I could be a troll with a riddle bridge. I think that would suit me well.
Oh, you like riddles?
No, but I love bridges.
Oh, man. All right, so that gave me the new question of, what's up with Harmony and these weird grudges where people don't really seem to understand what the grudges are about?
And of course, ask Jack about the books. I think Jack's done, it's an online thing. Sensitivity reading, beta reading, that sort of thing. I think Jack's done that for her a little bit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's actually super useful. That's awesome. All right. Well, Am I actually going to ask them about those sorts of things? I really wish that I hadn't said that I don't have a phone so that I can't just easily get everyone's number.
Yes, I'd give you my number if you had a phone.
No, I can't even ask you to write it down. You probably don't know your own number.
I know my number. What kind of person do you take me for?
Again, I just can't stop emphasizing how crazy it is. All of you people who are so different from each other. How did you, become friends at this camp? Were you all, just in the same cabin or something?
Not the same cabin. There was a girls' cabin and a boys' cabin, so...
Were you, drawn together in some way?
Well, no, but we were. We were in the same sort of section.
Right.
So they'd split them, and so the girls were all in the same cabin. The boys were all in the same cabin. There was apparently some other boy in their cabin who wasn't very interesting, I guess.
Oh.
But we all ended up... What was it? I think it was some sport thing or an event. We were all canoeing together or something on the first day of camp, and we just... You know how kids are. You find your friends and then they become your friends. It doesn't really matter who.
I guess. That wasn't where the drama... Sorry, Daniel mentioned that there was some drama. That year? The next year?
Gosh. Oh, there was always something going on at camp. I don't remember any specifics, sorry.
I've got to be honest, the only weird camp stories that I know, not even personal, they're all ghost camps in Goosebumps books. So I'm really curious about what actual drama goes on at camps.
Oh, I mean, it was actual drama. It's kids' drama.
Well, sure.
No one died or anything at camp. Arguments between people. I'm sure Gregory and I may have been our own form of drama at some point. We were together
you
at
dated.
the time. Yes, we dated.
Right.
We actually broke up right before the last camp. So.
Oh no.
Yes. Sorry.
Not a good breakup, but you're friends now.
Yes. Yeah, we're friends now. Everything's all...
sorry, I didn't tell...
Much like I will be in one of Harmony's novels. It's all under the bridge now. Because I said I'd be a troll. A riddle troll under a bridge.
But that was okay. You just, it wasn't working. Teens drifting apart. I mean, you can't have drifted apart that much if you're still friends.
It was a complicated argument. We didn't have the best breakup, but not the worst by any means.
I give her soulful eyes.
Look, we had an argument over things. My family got involved, and at the time, Gregory took a lot of affront to the idea that my father could have been right about it, and so I tried to apologize to him, but I'd already sided with my father, and it became a whole thing about apparently a false accusation.
Oh, yikes.
At least at the time.
What? Something was false at the time?
No, sorry. Well, I don't want to talk about the specifics.
Oh, of course. I'm sorry.
Gregory is lovely, but he's always been, not just romantically, it's always been rather hard to manage a relationship with, I think. He's very impulsive.
Oh, yeah, I've gotten that impression.
And I know we can all sort of have that as a bit of a problem, being impulsive and acting foolishly. As a child, he was not. He did things before he thought about them. He dealt with the consequences later. One of those things was the consequence was us breaking up. But he's always had something going on. And to be honest, I'm a little worried he still has some issues going on. I mean, look, just between you and me, I wouldn't bring this up to the other people here, but it's nice to be able to tell someone about it.
Yeah, that's always a good thing about a stranger.
I've been a bit worried about Gregory. I think he might be getting into things that are not quite where he wants to be, I suppose. Look, last time we talked, just over the phone, because he didn't make it to this meeting that we had. I don't know if you've heard about this 7th of August thing.
Right.
Never made it there, but we talked not long ago, just over the phone, which we do occasionally.
Wait, after that?
Before.
Oh.
He was asking about my advice because he had a friend who was trying to get out of some involvement with drugs and selling drugs to people and doing that. And he wanted to see what advice I could give that friend. And I honestly, I don't think there's a friend.
Oh.
So I think he was having he'd gotten himself into a world that he didn't need to be in. Of course, he's got the money not to need to do things like that, but as I said, impulsive, so...
Yeah, if it was like party situations, that sort of thing. That's very
Yes.
curious. Does it have anything to do with that Benny Grift guy?
Oh, Benny.
Exactly, that was my reaction.
I don't think so, but that's a whole different issue. No, Gregory just said he had a friend who was having this trouble, who'd built up these relationships that she and didn't want to lose them, but didn't want to keep doing the things that was required to make them, and didn't want to keep having drugs. It was a cry for help, I think.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh, such a shame that he couldn't make it to the last
I know,
thing
I could have
or this
shaken
one.
some sense into him, but I mean, maybe it's for the best.
That's interesting. I think, look, there are obviously little pickings of conversations that I can have, but I would love to, as the evening progresses, just go around with like getting everyone's emails and whatever phone numbers they remember on a big piece of paper.
Now
like you would in the olden days.
You're gathering emails and phone numbers. Tell me you're letting the night end?
That's a terrifying thing. I don't like the way you've raised your eyebrows.
No. I'm just asking, is this is your dinner party's worth of investigation? As I said,
I know. I don't know how I'm going to break it to Jamie, but I feel like there's so much that I want to do that is my own investigating of things and places and peoples and stuff like that. I don't know how much more I can impose and ruin this dinner party.
The dinner starts to wrap up, and Jamie says, "Well, I'm going to serve dessert if anybody would like some. Dani, could you, could you come and help me serve the cake?
Ooh, there's cake.
Please, would like to come and..."
Excellent.
And as soon as you come into the kitchen, he says, "All right, so what I've done is, see this flower, this floret here? Whoever, if you point that, tell me, give me the eye, tell me who to point it to. And when you j'accuse them, I'll press a button, and a little figure comes out of the cake, and it's like a finger that points right in that direction. We can put the blame on them. So who did it? Who did the crime?"
Okay, look, at this point, we still don't even know that there was a crime.
I know. He would have told me if he'd gone... It's not normal.
Okay, look, I'm not saying that it's not abnormal. It's definitely abnormal, but there is nothing saying that he hasn't like gone into witness protection or something. It would be a very difficult thing to do.
Oh, that's true.
We've just
probably
got to
wouldn't tell me that.
We've got to be careful, and I think that I'm sorry, this is going to be so hard to hear. That I think that there's some independent, non-dinner party research that's going to need to be done to confirm things.
Oh.
We will definitely confirm things.
But I thought you were the world's greatest detective. I thought you could solve it just tonight. Oh, all right. Well...
2 hours isn't long.
Could you let me just... Could you help me disassemble this cake? I have to get the accusing mechanism out of the middle of this cake so we can still eat it.
Oh, boy. Okay. Look,
it's not a very good cake. I thought it was an accusation cake. People are going to hate this dessert.
I can give you some bits and pieces quickly. Find some eggs and some sugar. We'll make a meringue.
Ooh, lovely.
Pavlova's like cake.
What's a pavlova? All right. You make a pavlova with Jamie.
What do I say? Hey, look, for what it's worth, I've gotten present tense references to Gregory out of, I believe, 4 separate guests tonight.
Ah, so either they didn't do it, or they're a very clever murderer
Exactly.
who knows how to keep tenses on the table.
Exactly.
Interesting.
I just think it's worth considering.
All right. Wonderful.
Wonderful?
Wonderful indeed. That's how we say it here in Short Reef. It's local knowledge like that wins you elections.
Okay, so... Can we please wrap up this horrible, horrible end to the party?
Oh, I didn't think it was that horrible. We're making a pavlova to save it. All right, we'll wrap it up. You and Jamie, bring out your pavlova. It's fine.
Fine.
Don't really have the fruits to turn it into a nice pavlova.
Oh.
So it's sort of somewhere between a pavlova and a lemon meringue pie because you kind of just have a lot of lemons on top.
That's okay. That's basically a cake.
Yeah.
No one's going to complain.
And everyone is sort of like, oh, what? And Jack says, I thought I saw a cake in the kit. Okay. And
display only.
That's the end of the night. Everyone says goodbye. They head off and they head home, and you have contact details and presumably, I would hope, some kind of plan for the next steps of your investigation.
Oh boy. This is going to be exciting. I hope.
Okay, what? Okay, exciting. I like exciting. What's the next step?
Oh no, I've oversold it.
No, I'm so excited. Let's do it.
I don't have a plan. I was just saying the word exciting.
Investigation.
Let's see if I can go through just a little bit of the steps that we know happen and then where those diverge. I did this a little bit before, but I've got to do it again. So, August 7th. There was a plan for them to all meet up together. Seems to be regular occurrence. No one seems to have questioned that. Matt was the one who chose the location. He seemed to have that as a thing that he did regularly. And it's been getting more and more secluded a location every time. Everyone had their various ways that they were going to be getting to this location, but a storm prevented, as far as I can tell, just 2 of them from taking their proposed means of transport. That was Daniel and Gregory. They were the 2 who were intending to do some flights. As far as I can tell, everyone else was busing, driving, or living there already.
Sure.
So, from there, they then had to generally get buses or drive to Wetherell, the first step in this little 3 to 4 step location. That was where 4 of them had lunch together. Those 4 were DK, MS, GS, and AHH. Those are names. Gregory, Matt, Daniel, Harmony. They had lunch together at this place. Again, a place selected by Matt. While that was happening, the restaurant was rapidly jettisoning seafood so that it didn't get anywhere near Gregory.
Sure.
And Matt was booking at great expense this train, apparently buying someone out who probably already had the cabin.
Yep.
And giving them major compensation. Harmony left this lunch, and then the other 3 people got on the train. Oh, sorry, no, I forgot the one step. Getting to Wetherell wasn't just buses and cars. That was 2 of the planes.
Yes,
they did indeed take off, but then had to stop at Wetherell.
Yes, they landed on the Wetherell airstrip.
I'm still in this ponderance of trying to picture exactly how much premeditation could have been going on here. Because it does, so far, everything is trying to make it seem as though this was Gregory just had a flight of fancy and walked off a train. Does it feel like flight of fancy murdered on a train is plausible? Or did the planes and the storm screw something up? Can't tell at this point yet. Maybe I'll need to look into this plane and see if it was rigged to explode and 2 hours after taking off or something, but they only made it in the air for 1 hour.
Maybe.
I'm sure that'll be easy to find
Look,
out.
I'm sure if it was, someone at the plane company will know. They'll be like, we checked the plane afterwards. Apparently it was rigged to explode.
It would be the excitement promised.
That would be.
So, from that lunch, Harmony drove off. Jack supposedly is on a bus this entire time. God knows where he actually is, stopping in at these places supposedly, but he didn't even know the route of the bus. So it's not like he's just lying about the timing of the bus. He straight up doesn't seem like he was on that bus. How did he get to Brampton? Is going to be Port Angelica, sorry. It's still very much a question I need to ask. So then the other 3 people, Daniel, Matt, Greg, got on the train. According to Matt, they absolutely all got on the train. He was making sure of that. So we're assuming that Greg had the ability to get into his cabin. Still might not have. He could have stepped right off. We can't say that for sure. From there, it went to Brampton, and this is where things get interesting, because this is when Amanda got on the train, because she lives here. She did not see Gregory step off the train, or as far as I can tell, she certainly hasn't mentioned. I could ask in more detail if she saw anyone step off the train, but she definitely doesn't seem to have seen Gregory step off the train, because she went to his cabin to try to say hello. And that's when all of the phone shenanigans started happening. Now, she saw somebody in there. Everyone else assumed that he was sleeping. He said himself that he was getting rest, whatever that means. So we now need to question, it seems, just from murder mystery perspectives, we're not going to assume that that was Gregory in his cabin at that point, in which case, who was it? Because what we have to know is it is not someone who types like Gregory, because I've got to assume that this mystery person has possession of Gregory's phone. Whether Gregory locks his phone or not, that'll be another question, because he had the ability to get into Gregory's phone, and he knew who to contact. Emails, go through someone's email history and having a bit of awareness about who he apparently emails when he's going to go on a 3-month adventure. That's interesting enough because we know that he sends things to Matt and he sends things to company.
Egg Thief Records.
Yep. But his sister was BCC'd in, so the person was unaware of that. He also used some exact wording from a previous email, so he has definitely read these emails, whoever this person is. The phone thing is possibly more interesting. I don't remember if Amanda said what exact words that she used to get in there, but it seems unlikely that she knocked on the door and said, "Hi, it's me, it's Amanda surname, just checking in to make sure things are okay."
So you assume they must have been able to recognize Amanda.
Precisely.
Mm.
Which, out of this field of people, seems plausible. Daniel and Matt, as far as we're aware, were in their seats. Jack, so many question marks.
Poor Jack.
There is absolutely no way of guaranteeing that he had nothing to do with this, especially, like, when does it start? Is it after Wetherell? That's when it starts being coastal versus inland, right?
Yes.
Which means that, let's say, by some shock of the system, he was on a bus. He did not go past Wetherell on that bus. So it's not like he went all the way to Branton, which the bus would do. That interested me because other forms of transport in Branton, or potentially still we do have to consider Wetherell as well, are things that Gregory could have left the train and gotten onto/into. So Jack is still very much in the picture there. Harmony is definitely not out of the picture, but it would be a decision. It would have to be an awful lot of surprisingly quick thinking for her to have all of Gregory's plans change, happen to meet up in Wetherell, and then have some need for murder or other dastardly business to happen, decide that the best way to do this was still to drive off and leave Gregory for a long period of time, and then sneak around some side passage and intercept him again on this train. It's not impossible, but it's pretty wild. And then we have Amanda. We've got all the assumptions that what she's saying happened on the train happened. These are certainly things that we can't take for granted. She does have a phone message, for whatever that's worth. It seemed to exist. It's not sus at this point, I would say, that it's real. I don't think we're in the realm of she's secretly sending messages to herself. But, ... We're not closing doors here.
No,
Dots.
Yeah, like, goes up to the cabin, does something, gets phone, texts herself to be a tiny alibi. That's not an unreasonable thing.
No, you never know. And then Samantha, interesting one, because she ain't got no alibi. She just got on a boat.
Yeah.
She just got a boat.
She's got a boat.
I don't know how much, I definitely intend to do some boat verification as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because when people get on and off boats, that's definitely... Look, a boat mooring is noticeable. Someone getting on and off a boat specifically, not always as noticeable. Someone hauling a body on and off a boat, probably noticeable. Famous person getting on a boat, possibly noticeable.
Yeah, there could be tweets about it.
So I am interested in following up on that, just for some verification. Whew, boy. As for some whys of what could be happening, there's still lots of funny digging into things going on here. But I don't have everything. So Daniel and Gregory, quite close. They've been close for a very long time. Point where they were doing like couples dates with each other and all that sort of thing. Can I just, I feel like I have to ask. I've seen lots of photos at this point. Are Daphne and Samantha twins?
No, they don't look anything alike.
Really?
They're both blonde,
Yeah.
but
Okay,
Daphne is quite tall and
They
thin.
look alike.
Samantha is quite tall and thin, and Daphne, in most of the photos that you've been shown of her, is quite short, a little bit squat. She's a bit of a heavier set woman, but not in any way we like, that's a heavy set woman, just comparatively.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just the way that it was all described there. Suddenly, in my brain, they just started to look identical.
No, not at all. If those two people were in a lineup, you'd know exactly who did it.
I haven't felt anything specific that seemed like it was between Gregory and Daniel at that point. We do have all these things about this past suspicion of thieving and everything, and if Gregory is insistent that he hasn't stolen a thing, hell, why aren't any of the other people who were also hanging around that house a lot suspects in this? Any of them could have stolen things. We know Daniel loves garbage.
Do we?
He's a garbage man.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't put that out of the picture. But again, a long ago stolen thing, there would have to be a lot more of consequence to that to make it worth a maybe spontaneous murder. Still question marks about the spontaneity there. Matt, again, the long sufferer. There's a whole host of reasons and a whole host of secrets he could know about Gregory that would just make it easier to get him out of the way, quite frankly. Harmony. Oh, apparently Harmony just goes through stages of not liking people. We'll see more about that.
Yep.
But, again, she seems to have her outlet. Her outlet doesn't seem like it needs to be murder. But we'll see. Jack. I'm trying to figure out whether Jack feels like he would take any sort of action. Because he doesn't do nothing. Like, he'll go as far as going to protests. But he's literally having dinner with a politician right now. Why isn't he more interested in pursuing that?
Yeah.
I don't think he's got the right ideas for how that's gonna, like, how he can effect some change. But he seems like he's got okay ideas. Nothing that he said seemed ridiculously suspicious, except that he is lying so hard about what happened that day. And why would he be doing that if he wasn't part of something suspicious that day?
Why lie and lies? Why?
If it weren't abducting and murdering Gregory, what is it that he could have been up to that required this? Was he the one who set the plane to explode?
Maybe.
Gotta figure that out. For another, he's like, it's a sort of thing where I feel like the sort of balm to his frustrations with Gregory is the sort of thing that would lead him to massively stealing from Gregory and leaving him poorer for a while. Just doing something. Just say, yes, stop. Just stop it.
Sure.
But not like a stab, good, now you've stopped it sort of way. Amanda. So what we've just been hearing from Samantha, definitely has some more arrows looking in Amanda's direction. Because Gregory talking about a friend who's got some kind of mix-up in a drug situation. We know a friend who might be involved in that sort of thing, who has recently moved away and gotten a lot more comfortable with life. Maybe she had gotten herself in some serious trouble. That seems like a plausible direction to be finding things. And Gregory was aware of it, it seems. So that feels like, as far as serious crime stuff goes, that's the direction to be hovering.
And of course, there's another question you brought up earlier, which you still don't have an answer to. What's he got to tell him?
Yes! Yeah, right. I was going to mention that. I forgot already. What he got to tell them.
What he got to tell him?
And why did he not tell them at lunch? No one's saying that anything was told at this lunch. And yet, murder might have happened after this lunch.
What he got to tell him?
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Solve This Murder. To submit your own guesses for whodunit, send an email to solvethismurderpod@gmail.com. We read every theory we're sent and award the greatest sleuth with a place on our wall of detectives. To support the show, you can sign up for our Patreon and receive weekly bonus episodes, monthly videos, and full access to all parts of new Solve This Murder mysteries on day one. Thanks to all our patrons for supporting us, thanks to Advanced Sagebrush and Shootouts for our theme music, and thanks again to all of you for listening.